Skye IGA and ServiceNow GRC are better together. As you can see, I can monitor all of my compliance directly from a single dashboard. I can see my compliance frameworks, things like PCI or HIPAA or GDPR, or more common frameworks like ISO 27001 can be tracked for compliance or non-compliance from this single dashboard. We can zoom in and look at individual entities. These entities could be things like data centers or locations, business services, or platforms like we're going to view today. I'll go ahead and type in Amazon Web Services, and it'll give me an idea of all of the compliance and controls that apply to Amazon Web Services. In this case, we can see some compliant and non-compliant, and I may want to dig in on a regular basis to perform audits of this data. With ServiceNow's GRC, I can go ahead and go to my Audit Engagement Workbench and highlight the Amazon Web Service Q4 audit that we're performing. By applying an entity, which in this case is the same one that I filtered down our dashboard previously, we can go ahead and collect all of the audit evidence and controls that are related to Amazon Web Services. In this case, we have about 3 controls that are really tailored to access management to be able to show the benefits of having Skye IGA on the same platform as your GRC application. In this case, we have several different controls and indicators related to them that will go ahead and collect evidence directly from the Skye application. Here I can see establish access based on least privilege, implement a centralized identification and access rights management process, and the last one, which we're going to focus on today, which is review all access of privileged at least annually. Now, as part of this audit, we have indicators running behind the scenes collecting that evidence. The example that I'm going to be showing you is the implement or review all access privileges at least annually. You'll notice that we have an indicator associated with that where we're going to go ahead and review the Amazon Web Services as at least on a 90-day cycle. Now, we've all received these reviews in the past. They're sent out through email. You respond and tell whether you want your direct reports to still have access. And through this mechanism, we can collect directly from the audit module within the Skye application. The evidence collection will be generated on a regular basis, and all of the decisions that have been made as part of a review will automatically be tied to that control. If for whatever reason we're non-compliant, this will act as evidence to be able to remediate and resolve issues related to your compliance standing. If we wanted to click into the live record and view the vehicle in which these decisions were made, because we're on the same platform, we can also see those details. In this case, from the ServiceNow portal, we're looking at a Skye access review, and we're reviewing Vaughn in this case, Vaughn at clearskye.com. We can see that it has 3 different items, and we've approved the access to be maintained as part of this review, and we can validate those decisions directly from the GRC application. Now, this is just one example. We can also look at offboarding records, onboarding, approvals related to access requests, are all now available to these same indicators and then can be referenced and reflected within all of your other compliance frameworks from that initial dashboard I showed you. Many GRC implementations today really focus on reactive, in that the compliance findings have already happened by the time the GRC application has detected it. With being on the same platform, we can actually revert or change that to a proactive approach, and I'll show you that in just a second. So with the same indicators that are collecting evidence today, we can use those as part of our initial access request, providing evidence or information directly to the approver and allowing them to make the right decisions. Here I have an access request in the ServiceNow portal. I'm going to go ahead and add TJ Gryzik to an administrative group within our AWS environment. If I go ahead and submit this request, there's an indicator that's going to go ahead and mention I'm not allowed to have admin access and present that directly in the request record itself. Here you can see compliance analysis, prevent TJ from having access to admin resources. Now this could be defined and set up in any way. We can also look at things like vendor or other types of identities and ensure that people are aware of the decisions that they're making and the impact that they may have on the organization. Beyond just presenting this information to an individual, we can also set thresholds that will allow us to prevent these actions from occurring at all, or escalating to additional approvers to ensure that the right people are making the decisions of whether we accept this risk or not. Thank you for watching this, and if you have any additional questions about Skye IGA and ServiceNow GRC, please let us know. Thanks and have a great day.